Hey, Marty, Rob Minkoff here. How you doing, buddy?
Holy crap, I'm melting down, Rob. I thought you left me hanging. I'm just not that...
No, why would I ever do that?
Holy moly, I got stood up tonight on the show by Mindy Cohn, Rob. Do you know what that feels like?
Who?
Exactly! The fat girl from The Facts of Life is in a new film, Sex and Death 101. I got stood up by her. Not Rachel Hunter, Mindy Cohn. It does not feel good, let me just tell you that.
Last time I saw Mindy Cohn, she was on a milk carton.
The whole milk carton. They wrapped her all the way around. And it was not low fat. Anyway.
So I want to talk about my new movie, Forbidden Kingdom.
Oh, no. Thank you. Thank you. What can you tell us about it?
So it's got Jet Li in it. Jackie Chan. Bunch of kung fu fighting. That's about it.
Thanks, man. You're really giving us that Reader's Digest version of the film. We appreciate that because people are not interested in the details, like what they were like to work with and what it was like in China. Working in China for half a year, those details are kind of insignificant, don't you think, Rob?
Well, it's kind of cold there.
Really? In the Gobi
They're
Desert?
backing down our human rights.
Rob, you've shot your movie in the Gobi Desert. It was kind of cold in the Gobi Desert?
Gobi Desert, Palm Spring Desert, they're all the same to me.
At night it gets cold, is what you're saying.
A little chilly.
And I know you would tell us, if we really wanted to know, about how the crews in China used to work in 7 days a week and work in 20-hour days if they have to, but you only wanted to work 6 days a week, max. Is that true?
Yeah, they called me a lazy American over there.
They called you a lazy round-eye American. Nice. Very, very nice.
Hey, Rob, big fan of your work here. Justin, by the way, when deciding you decided you want to do a kung fu flick, what made you think to cast Jackie Chan and Jet Li?
Well, first of all, I did that Stuart Little movie, and I didn't want to work that stupid rat one more time.
Well, you did Stuart Little 1 and 2.
What kind of film can I do that would forward my career?
You did Stuart Little 1 and 2.
Jackie Chan equals box office.
Gold. Money.
Does. Now, did you have to brush up on your Chinese to be able to communicate with the actors over there?
Just 3 words. Me so horny.
Really? It's apparently that's a universal phrase that Jet Li and Jackie Chan understood completely.
Yeah, I didn't have to say cut. I didn't have to say action. I just had to say me so horny.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah, well, he's Jackie Chan's 54 years old. Was he in need of Viagra or anything, or is he just does all his own stunts all the way?
Let me tell you something about Jackie Chan. He doesn't look a day over 53.
Wow.
Really? Wow. Well, that's that Eastern lifestyle, that meditation, veggies, inner peace.
Oh, let me tell you about that meditation. Those guys would sit on the set all day and hum and mum. It was awful.
I was waiting for a punchline, and you didn't really deliver one, Rob. Disappointed.
Well, he's a
Oh,
director.
I'm sorry, Jay Cred. I deliver award-winning films.
Oh, there's the punchline.
Exactly. I don't think he needs... You don't have to apologize for anything, Rob. You did The Lion King. I think that speaks for itself. You did Roller Coaster Rabbit.
Let me tell you about that Lion King. If I hear that Kuma Matata one more time, I'll throw up.
Heather says that movie ruined her life. So you did The Little Mermaid. You were in the animation department. How was that? You went from animation, work as an animator on The Little Mermaid and The Great Mouse Detective, and then you rode that momentum up to Stuart Little 1 and 2, and then The Haunted Mansion, and now The Forbidden Kingdom, where you're actually dealing with real people. Do you like... What was that like for you?
Well, I'll tell you, it's a lot better working with real people than the stupid drawings all day.
Well, you have groupies with the real people, right?
Well, a few. I don't like to toot my own horn or anything.
Well, that's what the groupies are for. You don't have to toot your own horn when the groupies are around.
Indeed.
But I don't have to tell you that, Rob. Rob,
That's right, Marty.
I'm glad that you call me by my name. It makes me feel like we know each other.
Marty, can I tell you about my new film?
You can't. First, I want to ask you, how's the Italian food in China?
Well, they have noodles over there.
That very good. But how is it?
That's the closest thing we got to Italian food.
Really?
No, there's an Olive Garden in Beijing.
There's an Olive Garden
Excellent.
in Beijing. That's great. And do you have to? Do they just keep bringing that bread?
Yeah, and and they're opening up a TGIF Fridays on what is that? Tiananmen Square.
That's very interesting. You know, first time I ever went to Dublin, I walked right in the middle of Dublin. There was a TGI Fridays. Actually, it's not a very funny story, is it? Anyway, back to China. Did you take the slow boat to China?
Marty, can I tell you about my new
did
film?
You fly? Yes. Can you please tell us about your film? What is your film about exactly?
About an hour and 43 minutes.
Really? Now, see, I heard that it was about a kid in the United States who finds a magic stick. And the stick leads him to China and the great kung fu artists who teach him kung fu, which is amazing to me because
that sounds like a good movie. I'd like to watch that.
That is the fucking plot of the movie. I'm not kidding you. The only thing I find is gum on the bottom of my shoe, and that's on a good day.
I thought you wanted to ask me about Stuart Little too.
Oh.
What were you thinking on Stuart Little too?
Yeah.
Anyway?
Yeah. It was horrible.
Well, I got to honestly tell you, there were so many unanswered questions in Stuart Little that I had to make Stuart Little too.
Apparently, there seems on the board they seem to think there may be a heroin influence.
Black tar heroin, yes.
If you're gonna go, you go all the way with it.
Indeed.
That's called being an A-list director.
Really? I thought that being an A-list director was the cash that they give you. It's a big payday, isn't it? Why were you?
I made more money off that stupid Lion King movie.
Then why were you only paying your Chinese workers $1 a day? That's just wrong.
Well, honestly, I wanted to pay them more, but the Chinese government wouldn't allow me.
So you're saying you agree with communists?
Oh, most definitely, Marty.
When it comes to
That's the thing of being a Republican.
Well, that would be. Well, I thought actually liberals are the ones that want everybody to get along. Liberals want everybody to be the same. A redistribution of wealth. So that would fit in nicely in China.
Marty, can I tell you about my new film?
Please do.
Do you have any insight on the film?
None whatsoever.
Did you see the Great Wall?
Okay, to say it's a Great Wall, a little over-exaggerating.
What wasn't so great about it?
It might be a fantastic wall to some.
Can I tell you something? Can I share
Great
something?
wall, not really.
Was there graffiti on the wall?
Yes, it was tagged.
There are a lot of taggers here. They see pictures of that Great Wall, and that's just like the great trek that they got to make. Is to that Great Wall.
They had blood and Crips and LA-13 tag signs all over it.
That's like showing Picasso a blank canvas. He's just got to do something on it. Something groovy. I've been told that that's a dated reference. Do the Chinese know what groovy means?
No, not at all.
Really?
Are the Asian massage parlors over there in China? Are there?
I apologize, Rob. Everything goes back to massage parlors.
Yeah. Rob, are they known for the same antics that the ones here in the States are?
Well, when I was at the Asian massage parlor, they asked me if my film's going to have a happy ending.
Right. And how did that work out?
I said, I'll give my film a happy ending if,
Nice.
take care of the kid.
Is there with this film? Is there going to be any sort of like surprising twist at the end? I mean, what can you tell us something about the film that's going to actually motivate people to go see it?
Well, speaking of twist, Jet Li actually twisted his ankle.
Wow, riveting.
That was surprising.
Wow. Can I just say, Rob, I appreciate you being here, but I want to say to the listeners that I apologize because this is quite literally the worst show in the year and a half that we've been doing the show. So worst freaking show we've ever had, and we've never had this situation where 2 guests did not show up. I was really jacked up to talk to Rob. No offense, Rob. And Mindy.
None taken.
And nada. Zilch.
Well, you know what,
Shut
though?
out. Zero.
The listeners seem to be enjoying what we're doing in the meantime. A little fact about me, Marty, and I know this is not the Jake Red Show, but it is actually very hard to make me laugh. And between Mindy and Rob...
I need you to get my therapist on the line now.
I
mean, it's not like I'm making a big paycheck here for this kind of abuse. I go home, I stare at my ceiling, and I say, why, Lord? Why?
Samantha, let's go ahead. Google.
Maybe
Google
the answer lies in Judaism. Shoot me a line. I'm willing to convert to anything that gets me through this right now.
Well,
hey, Marty, this is Rob here. I want to introduce you to somebody.
Yes.
I have my good friend Mindy Cohn here.
Tell her to put the
Hi, Marty. I talked to you earlier.
Mindy and Rob together. This is like a late April Fool's joke on me. It's very, very nice. I'm in pain. I'm getting chest pains.
Don't joke it on the internet.
I need glycerin tablets for the chest pains I'm getting right now.
I think we have some of those in the oatmeal cabinet for you, Marty.
Holy crap. Thank you, Vutenhauser. Vutenhauser comes out and says, Mindy, what a whore!
What a whore.
My people turn on you. You cannot sniff Babylon that way.
Well, especially when you haven't worked in like 20 years.
Holy crap. I just sit through that crappy movie. Nobody go see sex.
I won't be doing anything for the next 20 years either.
Well,
sheesh.
What are you up to these days, Mindy? Where were you at the last weigh-in?
350 pounds.
10.
Oof! Wow.
Maybe the next appearance is on
America's Biggest Loser.
Yeah, maybe.
Ugh.
I'm sure. To be honest with you, I'm sure it was just a mix-up.
Right, but it's still fun to make fun of people.
Okay, Marty, let me get you back to Rob.
Thank you.
Hey, Marty, this is Rob here. I just want to say you had a great time on the show tonight.
Oh, Rob, can I
want
just
everybody to go out to see my new film, that Kingdom of Kung Fu and stuff.
Rob, can I just tell you that your appearance here in this show takes me back to that 1 week I worked at Round Table Pizza as a kid where I just sit there and clock watch. And it seemed to move so freaking slow. Holy crap. This is the longest hour of my life. And I've seen Matthew, and that's after having seen Matthew McConaughey movies. I'm still saying this is the longest hour of my life. I will tell you a positive story, people. I went to see at Paramount this week the new, fucking man, my head is just fried. The new movie. Comedian. It's suddenly this show has turned into a game of charades. Okay, movie.
What's the movie about?
The actor
George Clooney
starred in Dodgeball.
Oh, dude,
comedian wrote it, directed it. Married to the hot blonde.
Oh, Ben Stiller. Ben Stiller for the win.
Pictionary partner, great.
Hey, Marty,
such a freaking loser.
Marty just won. Stump Marty.
I just went to see Ben Stiller's new action comedy with Robert Downey Jr. who plays a black guy and he's in blackface.
Oh, that's great. Is it good?
I mean, I think it's retarded, you know.
Okay.
But let's put it this way.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
There's only one line by a woman in the movie, and it's his wife delivers one line in the movie. But having said that, there are some really funny scenes that are laugh out loud funny.
Okay.
As a movie,
kind of,
I think it blows.
Kind of like an old school type flick.
No, not at all. It's you know what it's like? It's like all the hip guys in Hollywood got together and said, let's do a comedy. And, you know, Tom Cruise is in it and he wears a fat man suit and he plays an agent, producer. And, you know, it's one of those deals. But Ben Stiller was there. So Ben Stiller got up and it was all agents, press people that were there. And it was this Lansing, Sherry Lansing Theater on Paramount. So he got up, and he was very gracious and nice. But I noticed, dude has got these freakishly long arms. He's not, he's like an average size guy, height-wise, I'd say he's like 5'8".
Right.
You know, he's average size. But his arms are like monkey arms. They're like as long as mine. They were like past his knees. It was really quite remarkable. But he seemed like a nice guy. Seemed like a regular guy that you'd meet that's worth about $150 million.
Wow. You know what? When you said $150 million, I just wiped out everything else you said.
Jesus, man.
Oh, man.
Hey, Marty, this is Rob here. I have a question for you.
Yes, Rob. How can I help you, the A-list director?
Just in case Mr. Defoe can't make it next week, should I be on call?
Yes, Rob. I would say that you tell Mindy not to show up. You take it easy. But yes, you work your magic and be here and work on your Willem Dafoe during the week, just in case Willem blows. But Willem won't, because Willem is a class act. Willem is the real deal. We've been advertising him for 2 weeks.
Streets of Fire is one of my favorite films.
Which movie?
Streets of Fire. With Willem Dafoe.
Okay, well, you better call in and tell him that and ask him a question, because I know that he's actually a very cool guy, and I know he'll want to hear from you.
I am going to have a chain link fence built in here just in case there's any sort of mishap next week, because I have a feeling you'll chuck a microphone.
Man, if I find out these people were calling in and couldn't get through,
look at how many people did get through.
I'm going to throw the world's biggest hissy fit.
I wouldn't blame you, but look how many people did get through.
You're absolutely correct. I take it back. You are correct, sir.
If anyone says they tried to call, they're lying.
They are lying, and you heard it direct from Turtle, a.k.a. J. Cred, a.k.a. Justin.
Because lying never happens in Hollywood, Marty.
Not at my house. Not at my house, only about 16 times a day.
Exaggerate a little bit, but it's never a lie.
Yeah. All right, well, hey, I appreciate you filling in. Take care of yourself.
Yeah, I got to take Mindy to the drive-thru one more time, so I'll talk to you later, Marty.
Yeah, you just have it like on a loop. You really don't need that GPS system with her, do you? You just crank that wheel and just keep riding in a circle.
Yeah, well, she knows where all the Burger Kings are.
Yeah, well, she's a good girl. All right, the old mare ain't what she used to be.
But at least she's not 350 pounds.
I'm going to go see my new movie.
I will.
What's it called again there,
The
Rick?
Forbidden Kingdom. You know what we've got?
Forbidden, Jet Li, Kung Fu, on wires, jumping around, kid with a pole.
Nice.
A little rat in a car.
All right, Rob.
Scary house with
Thank you, Rob.
Thanks again, Rick.
Just about that.
Less coffee. Go sleep now. And we're going to play the trailer.